After months of people asking me to try a battle royale on my daily live stream, I had a chance to try Apex Legends. After about 3 hours of play, I found myself back in the same position I had before I started, just not getting into battle royale design. After finishing a match, somehow on the second place squad, I had a realization about the problem with this form of game design. Despite developers claiming they are creating the future of multiplayer games, they are all really just chasing the same example of lackluster game design. As always, if you have somehow missed the Battle Royale craze this past year, then here's a quick catch-up. A large number of players, usually about 50, are put on the same set map with no weapons or equipment. Basic gear is randomly spawned on the map, with higher quality in more specific areas. Every few minutes, the map itself shrinks in a random direction, forcing players to converge in smaller and smaller environments, until there is only one person left standing. From H1Z1 to Apex Legends, and to all the future Battle Royale games in the works, the genre has taken off in a big way. We are also seeing many traditional multiplayer shooters adding in a Battle Royale mode as another option, such as Battlefield 5 and Call of Duty. Before I talk about my problems with the design, let's discuss why this has gotten so popular. Battle Royale is one of those games that just quickly snuck upon everyone in the mainstream market, despite titles like PUBG and H1Z1. From a design standpoint, it is less intensive compared to other shooters on the market. When you play a game like Overwatch or COD, you are having small but very intense matches. With a Battle Royale game, a match can be over quickly, but usually will take longer to play out. There are peaks and valleys when it comes to the pacing of a Battle Royale shooter that you do not see in traditional shooters. The beginning of a match tends to be very slow, depending on your landing point, as you try to get the basic resources and equipment you need to keep going. While the map is indeed fixed, by randomly deciding what part of the map to focus on changes the basic play of a match. There are just enough random elements at play to keep the game from becoming stale, while still having a set pace to each match. The problem I have with Battle Royale design is that it's reminding me of roguelike design, but not in a good way. Over the years, we have seen many roguelike titles, a list of varying qualities, and the one key area that distinguishes the good from the bad is variance. A game with high amounts of variance can provide different experiences on each play, preventing the game from becoming repetitive. Titles that fail to create variance end up not providing enough random or procedural elements to make each play feel unique. In an earlier post, I talked about the issues of Zelda rogues and just moving around hard-coded points of interest. The problem is that no matter how random the map is, the player is still doing the same things. The more elements in a roguelike that are fixed, the greater the chance of developing a set strategy that works every time. Even if there are randomized elements, if they do not go far enough in terms of changing the play, then those patterns can form. Good roguelikes provide multiple ways of winning, and avoid having just one best option. What I just described are elements that designers tend to slip up on when it comes to a roguelike gameplay, but the same could be said of the Battle Royale genre. With that said, I am sure some of you are wondering, how would I design a Battle Royale game? The thesis for this post is that the Battle Royale genre works because it emulates aspects of roguelike design to provide plays that are just random enough to keep players invested. However, it does not go far enough, in my opinion, to push that roguelike play. The first thing I would do is to do more with the map itself, and make It is randomized and procedural. Even if the players are approaching the game space in a different direction, it still does not change important areas or points of interest on the map. This way, we'd have double randomization going on in terms of the space, the map itself, and how the ring condenses. We could go one step further and have randomized events that could happen, but that may take the ring too far in that case. In terms of gear, I would like to see either procedurally generated gear, or having such a large pool of items that it's not possible that everything can spawn in a single game. The problem that it is that there is always gear that is considered top tier, and whoever gets it first will have a good chance of dominating. Players should not just focus on the pumpkin one weapon each play. By diversifying the pool, it keeps everyone on their toes and provides more options when you get to the end part of each match. For me, there are two areas of Apex Legends that I did like compared to other Battle Royale games: the squad-based gameplay and the champions. I am not versed enough in Battle Royale meta to comment on the popularity of single versus squad matches, but I do think squad should always be a legitimate mode in a Battle Royale title. That also plays into the idea of champions. Having unique characters with their own spins on the gameplay does a lot to keep things repetitive. While Apex Legends does this, I do not think they go far enough with this concept. I would like to see a Battle Royale game that allows for some aspect of customization, either having champions go the mode route of being uniquely different, or going the Team Fortress route of having side-grade equipment. Again, the key aspect here is to introduce a randomization to the experience. This can also be tied to the squad gameplay of having people making the same kind of decisions and synergies that we see in the MOBA space. The Battle Royale genre is not even close to leaving the popular zeitgeist, and I know we have many more games coming in 2019. If developers continue to solely chase after Fortnite, I feel we will be looking at another most-out crash. There is still plenty of room to create your own takes on the Battle Royale formula. So with that said, how would you design the perfect Battle Royale game? The Gamasutra job board is the most diverse, active and established board of its kind for the video game industry. Here is just one of the many positions being advertised right now. Location: San Jose, California. Code Iron is seeking an EXP Orion NCDP RODUCATO. Join our world-class team on our next AAA title for consoles and PC. Can you not help but care if the team is on target, working on the most important tasks to hit their overall goal? Do you arrange schedules to solve for interdependencies like a wizard, and attack work roadblocks like a berserker? Is it a point of personal pride that you know the current status and roadmap of the project, like it was tattooed on you? Here's the most important one. Do you do it all for the game? Because you know that your talents are needed to make sure that even the best development teams get an awesome experience out the door. Awesome! Come join our creative, collaborative studio, where you will own the product management responsibilities for a tight, integrated team of game developers. Your day-to-day, you can expect to be responsible and accountable for the following: your career progression. Do the best work of your career. No, really. That's what we expect of you. Come aboard and work with industry veterans, all working to improve their craft and become better game developers. Your portfolio of experience will grow, and the size of the audience you reach will expand exponentially. The small team atmosphere allows you to contribute more and have greater ownership over what you do day to day. Requirements: would love to see Education. Benefits. Aside from the intrinsic value of exciting a huge audience with your creative work, you can expect perks. About our location. Code Island is a team of passionate game developers located in San Jose, California. We are a diverse group of veterans with decades of experience developing and launching award-winning mode and action titles on PC and console. Interested? Apply now. Whether you are just starting out, looking for something new, or just seeing what's out there, the Gamasutra job board is the place where game developers move ahead in their careers. Gamasutra's job board is the most diverse, most active,